Right, hello. I do apologise. I have had some trouble trying to connect to YouTube, so I do apologise if you've been waiting. I haven't been able to even update anybody because I've been trying to work this out. So again, I really do apologise, and I hope that you are still with me for our next part in the Faux toilet roll mini album. So I'm going to bring you down. I'll just wait for a few more people to turn up, and then we can get started. So let me bring you down. Now, do apologise, I am trying to go from one to the other for our chat, so I'm hoping that we have got, just turn that down there so I don't get a backlash in the, there we go, just so that I don't get any backlash in the sound quality. So I've got my chat up, I think. Yes, I do. Just here. Oh, hi Alex. Oh, lovely of you to join me. Hope you're having a lovely Sunday. I'll just bring in what we're going to be doing. I'll move my keyboard out of the way. So, well, today we are going to be doing the next part in the Faux toilet roll holder album. So all I've done while during the week is I've just added my tags that we said we were going to put in. So I've just added those, and I've just decorated them as well. And then I've actually gone round all of my album with some distress ink as well, just to distress it down. So that's what we're going to be doing. And the other part that I have actually done is I've just cut an offcut of our grey board and stuck it onto some of the craft card, because I am going to use it as a little closure so that I can put some metal embellishments on here, which I've forgotten to get out, which I'll need to go and get in a moment. So I'll pop and get them in just a minute. You may hear a little bit of some little pitter patter of feet because they've just come in. My doggies have just come in, and there we go. Savannah's just come in as well. I managed to get it. So she's just come to check whether or not I had got it up and running. For some unknown reason it just would not connect today. I tried everything, but we're live now, so that's good. So we're using the Alice in Wonderland. Sorry, no, it's not Alice in Wonderland. That's Stamperia. This is Alice's Tea Party I'm using today, which is the Graphic 45 one. It is offcut, so it's just what I've had left. And so far I think I've used about 3 12 by 12 sheets just to decorate those. So I've decorated them back to front as well. And I'm sure last week we actually put these on, didn't we? I'm a bit muddled of what we got done last week, but I think we added the actual toilet roll to our hinges. I'm sure we did, but if not, all I did was put the glue on the back and the front of the hinge, and then we stuck the toilet roll to that hinge, and we've just gone all the way through. Now you can have this, I've got it landscape, but you can have it portrait if you want to, and have it coming down like this, which would look really nice because it'd be like one of those Rolodexes. You could put lots of ATTs in there and things like that. So that's as far as I've sort of got. So we need to cut out all our pattern paper pieces, and I need to go and find that closure, I think. I know where they are. So if you want to just grab a quick drink, I'll go and quickly pick them up, and then we can get started on the albums. Just bear with me and I'll be back in two ticks. Savannah, would you mind sharing the YouTube live onto my Facebook page? Yeah, that's okay. Thank you. Right, I'm back. Sorry about that. I just went to get my closures there. So, right, so I've just got my closures and bits and pieces there. So, we can make a start. So, as I say, I've done my tags here, so they're all done, and I've got one here that I haven't done. So all I did with that was I cut them down to 3 inches by 4 1/4, and I just used some corner rounders. I've got different ones that do different corners, and I think I must have put them in here. So I used this one here, which is the Vassin, I think that's how you pronounce it, Creative, and I used the side B. So I did the B on this top sides, and then I just used a traditional corner rounder for the bottom, so that then you created like a little tag. So I did that on all of them, and then obviously just cut out my pattern paper pieces that that are going to cover it on both sides. Now you could leave these blank if you wanted to. You could just cover up to the top here again if you wanted to, but because I had a lot of offcuts left, I thought I would just use what I had. So I used all the same pattern going forward, but on the back I did alternate them, so I made them a little bit different on the back, so they're a bit more higgledy-piggledy on the back. So we'll open this. Hopefully my glue is going to be working. It has been playing up the last couple of days, and I haven't been able to work out why. So I've distressed all my edges on these, and I'm going to put my pattern paper on first before I do my little hole here to put my ribbon through. So I'm going to use that side. So I'm going to use the lighter side on this, and we're just going to put that on there like so. So that's then going to fit in there. Now I think I've got 2 to do. I left 2 out so that we could do them together. As you see, my glue is now playing out. I don't know why. Now if I then unclog it, it will come out fine for about 2 squirts, and then it will clog back up again. I haven't been able to work out why it's doing that. So stick that on there, and then this one here, like so. And I'm going to have this as my front facing piece. It can go on like that. So that's then the tags. Now you can decorate the tags with all your stickers and things like that. Do some fussy cutting as well, because you've got quite a big gap in there, so we've got quite a lot of room that you can put in. You could make these a little bit bigger if you wanted to, but I like it where they just slip in and out, so it makes it not so hard to get them in and out. So I thought we would do the front now. So I've cut this piece of grey board here, and this is cut to measure the same width as this here. So I've cut it at 2 3/4 by 4 inches, and it's going to cover all of that, and then under here I'll have a little bit of a step, but that's okay because I want it so that when I've put my closure on, it's going to be the same height. Okay, that's the only reason why I've put it on. So as I say, I've cut this then. Let me just check that what I've cut this at, just to make sure. I cut this one at 2 5/8 by 4. I think because I allowed for a little width for the craft card. I think that's what I added for. So I'm just going to fold these over like so, just to get my basic score line all the way around like so, and then we can just cut those little bits off. So if I can find what I've done with a little tool and a pencil. So I'm just going to cut these off for my corners. I do like doing these type of books where you do the wrap. They are really really nice to do. I like to do both, but I do like to do these now and again, especially if you're using craft card as well. It does look rather nice when you use craft card. So I'll stick them in my bin, and I'm going to get my bone folder and just go round and just really give myself a really good crease like so. And we can add our tape. Now I am going to add double-sided tape on this, and I'm going to add the tape on the top of the flap and then also onto the grey board. It's exactly the same way as what we did when we covered the actual book in the first place, but this is just on a smaller scale like so. Now I will go round and ink these edges as well, so I just need to find something just to take my backing off like so. Like so. There we go. I'm getting there. It's the slowest part of the job is to take off the backing. There we go. Now normally what I would do, especially if I was doing something bigger, is I would just take off the long sides first, but as this is a small job, it's not going to make too much difference, but I will still put down or glue the two long sides first, like so. There we go. And then I'm just going to push in that excess bit there, so it's just the corner, like so, so that when you fold that over, your corner bit is folded in. I'm just going to push them down, like so. There we go, and then that's our piece done. So we'll just ink it. Now, what did I use last week? I used that's black. Oh, that's a bit of a mystery. Oh, there we go. I was going to say I've lost my ink, but I found it now. Oh, hi Noreen. Oh, lovely for you to join me. Hope you're well. We've only just started, so I'm just crafting along. I hope you're crafting as well on this Sunday. I was going to say sunny Sunday afternoon, but it's not very sunny here. It's just been raining. So, there we go. So I've just been out food shopping today. Never again on a Sunday. Never ever again. Oh, it was awful. I won't be doing that again in any hurry. So, I've done our extending piece. So that's going to fit on like that. And now my... Right, yeah, I'm not going to. I'm going to leave that like so. I was just thinking whether or not I could put that on a hinge. So that might be quite nice. If we put that on a hinge. No, we can't, because that would end up... That's okay. So what I think I'll do is I'm going to hide all the brad legs and things like that underneath this one. So we'll just have to work this out in how far we're going to have this down. So let me work on this. Let me work on this side first. So I think we had it at 4 inches. We did. So we know that the middle is going to be at 2 there, so that could go like that, so that's in the middle. So let's do the same with this one. Let's mark this down at 2 inches. There we go. And then you've got this one here. It's going to fit on this side like that. Just checking I've got them in the relatively same position. Not too bad. So I'm going to stick this down. This is going to need to stick down with some lots of glue and double-sided tape. So I'm going to add both on this. Now I have done it where I haven't had this extending piece on before, and I've never done this extending piece. I just thought it would be a good idea to give it a try. So we'll take this off like so. Okay, now I'm going to add lots of glue on this if my glue decides to work. It doesn't, see what I mean? It doesn't come out. It's really, really odd. Right, what I'm going to try and do is give myself the bigger because I'm full. I've got lots of glue in there. I'm quite full up with the glue. It's just not coming out. Let's try. This is a wider neck. There we go. That's a little bit better. There we go. And then I'm just going to stick this on so that it is level with the spine here, but it's still, there we go. And then when I close that up, that's going to fit on like so. Just double checking, making sure that that is, that could, there we go, come down a little bit, I think. Just making sure that I'm level either side. Like so. Oh, do you know what I said I was going to do, didn't I? I do that all the time. Right, I was going to hide my brad legs, wasn't I? But I can do that now. What I'll do is I'm just going to put this one on. I'm going to leave about 1/8 of an inch gap from the edge to where I'm going to put it. I'm not going to measure it. I'm just going to by-eye it. Like so. That looks about level. Let me double check one more time. Could maybe do with coming down a little bit. Let me just check that. There. Yeah. So I'll come down just a touch. So there. There we are. There we go. It was actually the same place. So I'm going to just try and find now my pokey tool. And I have got a sanding block here that I'm just going to place this on so that I can poke my hole through without going through my desk. Like so. 1. 2. And I will add a little bit more. Like that. Just going to make those holes a little bit bigger. Like so. And then I've got some just long-legged brads here. These are actually for... I don't even know where I got these from. Yeah, but they're just the long... They've got a really long legs on them rather than the smaller side. But they are gold, but they do go rather nicely with the antique gold. So I'm just going to push that one through, she says. It needs to be a little bit bigger. There we go. It will go through, it just needs a little bit of elbow grease. There we go. And then that can sit like so. Now, because I've actually also put double-sided tape on the bottom there, accidentally on purpose, your legs will stick to that. So let's do the next one. Push that down a bit. And I have just pulled that out a little bit because I need just a bit of room just to move that over a bit. Move it up a little bit. There we go. So let's stick you in there. Right, I'm just looking to see whether or not I've got a bigger pokey tool. I haven't. Let's try that one. Okay, push down. It's going, but very slowly. There we go. And then I can pull that through. There we are. There we go, we've got you. At last. So bend them over. Now also sometimes what I do is I just tap them down with that little tiny hammer. But I think they're okay. I will add a bit more double-sided tape over the top of those though, just to keep them down in place. And I may just do that. So apologies for the noise. There we go. But I've just right, getting ahead of myself yet again. When will I learn? Right, I need to put my my pattern paper on, don't I? Oh, tomorrow, you are silly. But I suppose I've got the holes in there now. One day I will be able to just do something that I just don't need to, I don't make any little mistakes. There we go. So I'll take that back out. I bet I can't get them out now. There we go. There. So what I'll do is I'll add this. No, I can't add this on now, can I? I need to decorate it first. Right. One, two, there we go. So decorate it first and then I can stick this on. So let's go with 2.5 by 3 7/8. So I don't know what to pick. I don't know whether to have something that's really colourful or something that is just oh yes, no, I think we're going to go with that one. I think we'll go with that. I love this one. So 2.5, just double checking that. Right, 2.5 by 3 7/8. So 2.5 is a long ways. Let's go with 2.5. Right, I'm actually going to cut it from this side because I'm going to have it so that it's all one continuous sheet, so that it doesn't look like we've got any gaps. So I'm going to go so I'm cutting it upside down. So 2.5. So that when we put that on, that's going to be that side, and then when we cut this bit, it's going to obviously be the same. So I'll just check that. So that's going to be 2 5/8. So 2 5/8. Like so. By 3 7/8. That's 1. There we go, 2. And then when we put these together, it's going to say, it's going to match up. So let's put this one on. So it goes that side. Ink my edge. And add the glue. And then I will stick my closure on. Okay. Like so. Just add a little bit more glue just around that where the closure is going to be. And we can add little holes. What I may do is use my crocodile. There we are. And there we go. Now you could use smaller metal closures, but I only had the big ones, so you can get these a lot smaller, like half the size of this, but I didn't have any to hand, so the big ones would look fine, I'm sure. There we go, so just push that down. Like so. There we go. That's 1, 2, and then I'll add our double-sided tape just over the top of that. Keep them stuck down like so. I will add it around again because it's got less tacky now. There we go. So let me just take this double-sided tape off. It's very quiet in my house at the moment. You sometimes get when you're in your homes or in your craft room. I sometimes don't have anything on and I'm just crafting away. Sometimes I listen to Audible, or I might put some music on. Sometimes I might put a series on the TV if I've watched it before. I have to put one on that I've watched before, otherwise I tend to sit and watch it. So I tend to do ones that I've seen before, just as background noise. So I'm just adding that on again, getting it in the right position. Like so. Just push that down, push that over just a tiny bit. There we go. Okay. Now I have got a little binder clip. So I'm just going to add those on. Like so, just to keep that down, just while we're messing around with it. Okay, so I'm going to add this on next. This is going to go on here. And then I'll add our little holes. Get it in the right place. So then this, I'm hoping I've got this in the right place, and I bet I haven't. I bet you I've got this on the wrong side. I knew I would have done that. Do you know what? I tried this as well. I think it's got to go that side, otherwise it's going to be upside down. So hopefully I can get this off without causing too much damage. I'm going to put it down to, there we go, nerves. There we go. There we go. That's just one out and one in. So that needs to go on there. I don't know why I did it that way. Never mind. As I like to say sometimes in my videos, I make the mistakes so you don't have to. So I'm just going to make this a little bit bigger. There we go. She says. There we go. Push it in. There we go. There's one. And then I could have actually had it upside down because it's an Alice in Wonderland book. It would have been okay, I would have thought, because you would have had, because everything in Alice in Wonderland is a bit higgledy-piggledy anyway. I didn't think of that until now. So let's just get this in there, like so. Open them out. And I'll add another piece of double-sided tape, and then I'm going to add some. I've got some the fast tack glue from Aleene's, which will stick it down really quick. Let's just open that. I can get it out. The only thing with this is it takes forever to come down. There we go. And this is super fast grabbing. It just takes a while to actually get down to the nozzle. There we go. Okay, let's start again. Push that back over. That's better. Push it up. There we go. Then I can add the little binder clips as well. Okay. I'll just add the one. It should be alright. And then, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'll just put, this is what I should have done, the closure into the little closure hole in there, and then we can size it up so that it's relatively in the same place. So I might just take this off here. I can get it out. And add it to this side, and then that way it's going to keep it closed. There we are. While I'm fiddling, there we go. So about there, I think. So I'm going to add my pencil marks there. And then we can just take that off. One there, one there. So where did it go? One there. And one there. Now I may, as I say, just use my crocodile. I might not, I might just do that. I don't want to, if I use the crocodile, it might make the holes far too big, so that when you open and close it, they're going to come out. So I can just get it so that I've got enough space just to put these in. That should be okay. I think I've made a big enough hole now. Okay. There we go, push that down. And the last one, we'll get this one in. went in a lot easier, didn't it? So push them down. Now what I will do is I might straighten those out. If I can. There we are. Add some double-sided tape over the top, and then I'm also going to add a little bit of foundation tape just over them as well, just to give me a smooth edge. So when we put our double-sided our pattern paper on, you haven't got any bubbles in there. Push that over just a tiny bit, and then that's your closure on like so. That's looking really good. Open that out. Now just need to move that over a bit. There we are. So that's the closure. So all we need now to do is just to decorate that little bit there. I'm just going to grab a drink. And then we can decorate this. Now I'm going to decorate that in maybe the background, the other side of that paper, and like so, something that looked quite nice, like that. So I'm going to cut this at 3 7/8, and then I think what we will do is just decorate the front cover, because I never seem to do that, so it'd be nice to decorate it for a little while. Oh, hi Anne. Oh, lovely of you to join me. I hope you're having a lovely afternoon. No problem. I can't see. I can't see the rest of your message, so I'll have a look in a second. I hope you're well anyway. What's the weather like where you are? So all we've done is added in our little closure, and I've added one of those closures in where I've added the extra piece on the other side, and we've done it like that. So it's just a tiny little book. It looks really large on camera. I mean, it is big, but it looks really nice on the book, I have to say. So I don't know whether to add something there. Maybe some flowers or something would be quite nice. We'll have a think about that, because I might need to die cut some flowers. We could do some die cutting flowers around there, which would be good. So the inside, so I might as well do them outside actually while we're here. So we're going to do these two here. Now, because that is like that, I am going to just give that a nice straight edge. Okay, now what you could do is, if you had some craft tape, you know, like the packing tape, you could have put that over the top there, but I think that's going to, it looks all right. I think once my glue dries, it will look okay, like that. So let's do this part. So this is going to be 1 7/8, so I'm just going to write on here, by 3 7/8, and this will be the same, 1 7/8 by 3 7/8, and then this one is going to be 5 3/8 by 3 7/8. So you could go round and carry on pattern piecing all the way round, which is what I could do. which is what I think I will do, but I think I'm going to go from this side. Let me have a look. Yes, I'm going to go from this side round. So I think, no, I won't get them all the way. But what we could do is use these pieces here. I might use that one because that looks nicer with the drink me on. So I'm going to add that there, and then we can use that side. So I'm going to go this way and do 1 7/8 by 3 7/8. I may get the two, and I will, the two spines out of that one piece. So you could do that. Actually, I might do that. Will look quite nice because that's just the background, the back of this paper. Yeah, I'm going to do that on both of the spines. Oh, Gail, right. Yes, now I can see. Oh, good. I'm hoping that you're enjoying them. Yeah, it's raining here. It's we went out shopping today just to get some food shopping. Never again on a Sunday. It was mobbed. You would have thought people hadn't shopped for food in years. That's how bad it was. To the point where we couldn't even get down an aisle because there were so many people. So never again on a Sunday. I normally do it in the week. I don't know why we decided to go on a Sunday. There we go. So add this one on here like so. That's that side, and then the back we can just use the back of this here. So this is going to be 3 7/8 by 5 3/8. Okay. There we go. And that can go like that. Again, really ink the edges. If you want a very, very distressed looking vintagey book, you can really go to town on the distressing. Yes, it does, but not on this one. No, it didn't. It only repeats as you cut across. Is that what you mean? Otherwise I would have done, because although no, I don't think it did go. I'm just checking to see whether or not. No. But that's okay. I don't mind it like that. It looks actually quite nice with the two different sides on. I love this paper. It's really nice. So, and open that out. Now, I don't mind this with that extra width on it. It actually does look alright. It just looks nice. I think what I would have maybe done is, like I said at the beginning, is make this into a flap, and then you could have had a faux flap as well, which would have been quite nice. But that's something that I could do on another project. I'm just going to add a bit of glue on that corner. There we go. I do hate my corners not coming up. It does give it support, yes. So, and then you can close that up. I do like these closures. They are really nice. And they're very sturdy as well. I have got some other ones. They are more like a buckle clip. And they do come off. They do open out if you sort of flip them. But these ones tend to really be quite sturdy. And as I say, you can get these in small sizes, and these are the large sizes, because I had these ones left over from, I had a wardrobe kit, an album kit, and these were what were keeping our wardrobe closed, so I had these ones left over. So now we can do the inside. And then I'm going to, I might see if I can just carry on and use the rest of this. I know it's going to be quite boring, but I do like this paper, and it's nice to keep it all the same, although I don't think I'll get it inside, but we'll see how far we go. So I'll start from this side, and this will be 5 3/8, the same, I think. Yes. So 5 3/8 by 3 7/8. That's there. And then this will be the same. Might be slightly smaller, but I'll cut it at the 5 3/8 and then go from there. This is 1 7/8 by 3 7/8. I like to do this, otherwise I forget them all. And then this one is 2 1/2. No, I'm going to go with 2 5/8. Just double check that. I'm going to go for 2 5/8. And if it's less, then we can cut it down. Yes, it's what gave me the idea, actually, of using this, because I was going to use magnets, and magnets look really nice as well. I could have used like a little flap, small flap here, magnet flap, or I could have put them actually into the flap here, but I thought of doing something different for a change, because I always use magnets and things like that. So I just thought that looks. I just like things like that. I like to have metal embellishments on books. They do look nice. So let me cut this one down. So 5 3/8. It is 5 3/8. By 3 7/8. So that can go there. And then what I could have done, I don't know if I still can. Is that side? No. No, that's the top bit, isn't it? So I couldn't. I might use that in between. Just double check. Yes, this needs to be cut down to 5 1/4, I think. I'm just going to take off 1/4 of an inch, an 1/8 of an inch. There we go. That's better. So ink the edges. I'm thinking about what to do on the outside, and I want to add some ribbon and maybe some crochet lace. That would be quite nice as well. I like to add lace and things like that as well. And maybe some of the stickers. Now this has been on my baby wipes, so it's a little bit wet in one corner. Now I'm working on something as an online workshop, so it'll be a weekend workshop. So it'll be a Friday night, Saturday night, and no, Friday night, all day Saturday and all day Sunday, as a kit. So it'll be a box and an album, and so it'll be a box, an album box, and then a little album inside. So there's loads to do, and I'm thinking about the middle of September for that. So you'll get all the MDF to fit in it to make the box, and I've got limited supply of a pattern paper. So the pattern paper that I have that's going to go with it is Alice in Wonderland from Stamperia, and I haven't worked out a full price, but we'll do the workshop together on the day, and there will be just limited supplies that you will need, and I'm roughly thinking about £65 roughly as a guide of that. So the Stamperia papers that you get will be the big pack, so the maxi pack, which is, you've got 22 sheets in there, which is quite nice actually. So you'll have enough to do an album and the box as well, loads of cutouts, and I'm nearly finished decorating it so that I can show you. But yeah, probably thinking around the second week in September is what I'm actually aiming for. So that gives me enough time to cut everything out as well. So if you're around then please do. I will have them on my website in the next couple of weeks, and I will do a big reveal of what I'm going to do, what they are, a little bit later, but just to give you a little heads up on what is coming up. And then I've also got a very, very exciting Christmas kit as well that's going to be coming up in very soon, ready for Christmas. And the papers that we're going to use for that will be Letters to Santa by Graphic 45. So I've got them, they are in the building, raring to go, and I have to say I love them. They're really, really, really nice papers. So that'll be a kit as well, so if anybody's interested in those. Right, I've got one last little bit that I just haven't got enough for. I'm just checking to make sure I haven't lost any, but it's just this bit here. Let's have a look. I may have, just seeing, I might have had no, I thought I may have just one in there, a little bit of something. And this one. That's too big. What about that one? No, I think it has to be the same colour. I've got some hearts. that might be okay if I can't find those ones. Oh, that was nice. No, let's use the hearts. I would have used that because that would have looked alright, but it's I haven't got enough of it. So the hearts it is. We just need that little bit of hearts on that side. And then what I may do is just put them in between here. I've got enough just to put just 1/8 of an inch in there. I'm just going to add a bit more glue on that. It's not stuck down. Bring you up. Okay, so I cut that last little bit, and that's 2 7/8. Sorry, 2 5/8, but I think it will be a little bit smaller. So 2 5/8. Bring that up there. So I'll just cut that little tiny bit off by 3 7/8. Like so. And that can go on there. I think that's okay. Although, yep, that's fine. And then I will take that off there and like so. Just add that on there. There we go. Push that down. That's the inside done, apart from this little bit here. And then I may come along here and do that bit just here, this bit there. But I may not, I might leave that. So I've just got these bits inside here to do, which I quite like to finish. So this will be 1/8. I think they'll all be at least 1/8. And that might be a quarter. A quarter. Quarter. 1/8, a quarter, and that on the back is a quarter. So a quarter by, so we'll just go through them by 3 1/8. So let's take this bit here. And so my first one was a quarter. I'm going to actually cut these down first of all. So 3 1/8. Like so. I'm going to do a quarter. And that can fit on. So I do ink the edges of these as well. If they're really small, I tend to just give them a little dusting. And then I'll stick them in as I go. Like so. And that one might bend. No, that's fine. I was going to say, I wonder if that was a bit big, but I think that's okay. So this one was a quarter as well, I think. No, 1/8. So it just fits on just like that. It's just to make it look like it's finished. And as I say, I just give these a little dusting just so that it looks like you have distressed them. So let's add this down. Put these on. Now, like so. And then this one I think was the same. Yes, I'll do it at 1/8 again. I sometimes forget to do this part, but I'm always glad when I remember to do it, because it does look like the book is finished then. Now, I've got one little criticism of myself. I should have made that at 3 inches rather than 3 1/3. Sorry, 3 1/8. But it doesn't matter. We've done it now, so that is okay. That goes in there, and it's got a little bit of a there we go. Just push that up. And this one is going to be 1/8 again. Just add that in there. Like so. Last couple now. There we go. And then I've got one more, which will be the back. Which I think is about a quarter. Which will then fit there. Now, I wish I had done some die cutting of the flowers before I went live on there, but I didn't. So that is that. Now I think I may just cover, I wonder what that would look like if I covered just this little area here. Let's make that 3/8. And this is upside down. Let's go with 3/8. 3/8. By 1 7/8. I actually think that looks quite nice. Yeah, I'm going to do that. glue on that. So push that up a bit. And the last one. So let me just double check this one just to make sure. It should be the same. That one's a 1/4. Right. 1/7. I must just not have got them in the middle. There we go. Ah, that looks a lot better. I think that looks a lot more finished now. We're just doing those there. So close that up, open that out. So you've got room here to put some photos on if you want to, and then you've got enough space here, just here, if you wanted to add some ribbon or something like that, you can. I just noticed that's not glued down enough. So let's have a look. Right, let's stay up like that. So yes, you can put in there, you've got some room there, probably about 1/2 inch to put some ribbon and little holes there, which will look quite good. So I'm just now thinking what to add as our front cover. But I'm just going to get some of these stickers out, because we can add some of the stickers on to our tags. And we can add, you could add the stickers actually, because these ones they're more of a plaque than you would get like a tag, although you can make these ones into tags because you have got the little holes there. But what I'd like to do with these is just to give them a bit more stability, rather than just have them stuck on to your surface, is just put them onto some cardstock. Now I did have some craft card here, little tiny piece here, and I'm just going to add that on, and then we can cut round it and then stick that down. Now you don't have to do this, but I always think if you want to add foam tape or anything like that, it just gives them a bit more stability and turns them into like maybe a little type a chipboard type sticker. And of course you could do that as well if you've got any offcuts of your chipboard, is do that as well. So down, and then I'll add just a little bit of distress just to dull that down, because the stickers are although they're matte, they are smooth, but they are a matte sticker, so that looks a little bit more worn. which is quite good. So we could add that on the front there, but I don't think so. I need something small on the front, so we could add it down here like so. Let's have a look what else we've got. That's a nice one as well. I'm late. That actually might look better there. Maybe just do a couple of different ones just to give yourself some options, because if you don't use them on this one, you can always use them on another project. And with the cutting these as well, because you can use the outside of the sticker as a guide, you will get a straight line, or it doesn't matter if you go a little bit off, because it is going to be hidden behind. So just cutting those around those corners like so, and then you wouldn't know that then that was sticking onto some craft card or some of your any cardstock, whatever colour you use. So just adding that. So that could go there. And what else have we got? We've got that tea party. If I can cut something like that out. I've done that one, and we've also got these as well that we can die cut out. So I can die cut this out, which I think I might not die cut, sorry, cut this bit out. And again, I'm going to stick this onto some. I am going to do craft card because I've got craft card here. So bear with me while I just pop and get some offcuts. So I don't think I've got any left down here. I think I used it all. I'm back. I've just got some now. I think it's because all my craft stuff is not all in one room. I've got it sort of all over the place, so I have to go from one place to another to pick up my bits and pieces. Okay, I'm just adding my glue on the back here of this one. Just going to add that there. I like this one. It's got like a cup. She's got like a cup of tea. Now, of course, you don't have to do this. You can just cut out and stick it on. I just like to have a bit more, for them being a bit more rigid. So I love the colours in this collection. This sort of corally, peachy, sort of pink. It's really, really pretty. Now, does anybody's tongue stick out when they're fussy cutting? And you concentrate. It's like if the pens and pencils come out, if you're at a workshop, you tend to, everybody's quiet as they're concentrating on their colours. So I'm being very careful as we're going through here. and I can never get on with using a small pair of scissors. I've tried, and I always seem to work better when I fussy cut if I've got bigger scissors. There we go. So that's our queen. So we can put her on there. What else have we got that we can cut out? Once I get fussy cutting, that's me, I like to fussy cut. So we can cut out, I've done ones where I've cut out all of these little flowers, which do look really, really nice. So I'm going to cut out him and Alice. Got to have Alice. I've got tea set there as well. And oh, let's have the mushroom. Do you know what? How many times I've actually looked at this collection, and I've just noticed here there is a horse, but it's a butterfly. I've never ever noticed that there before. How cute is that? It's just a tiny little butterfly horse. That looks lovely, really nice. Never noticed that before. So let me just have a look, see if I can find any of these flowers. Now I did have some here. I can cut these out, because you can cut out all different pieces. You don't have to just cut out the bigger bits. So no more in there, I don't think. I did see that I had that full sheet. I've got a full sheet here of flowers here. I just love these flowers. I'm not sure what type of flowers are they. Like a I don't know if they're like a wild rose or something like that. I'm not sure. Magnolia, might be magnolia, do you think? Could even be magnolia. But I've got that there, but I can maybe cut these small ones out and use the small ones. So that's some small ones. And I've got, and then when you look again, I've also got some little roses here as well, so they can come out. And I'll try not to cut that out, because I want to keep that if I can. I don't think I can get any more. Oh, there's a rose there. Oh, and there's that horse again. Never ever noticed that before, ever. So let's get my little bits here that we're going to cut out. Right, I'm going to cut these flowers out, but shall I back them? Right, I'm going to cut them out first, I think, or cut round them. I could always do some die cutting and cut some flowers out as well, if we wanted some more dimension. I have got some Prima flowers that I've had for years that could be another alternative to use. I'm just going to cut these out quite quickly, and then I might back these, just to again give that stability. Okay. And then I think they will stand out, although on the back here they are going to be lost, so I'm not going to use those, I don't think. Sometimes you have to do that just to see. Right, so I think what we're going to do is that and that, and I'm going to move them here. And then what I'll do, I'm going to do this. I'm going to cut this bit out. Let's go this way and get a straight edge. That's one. Two. I just needed a straight edge, and then I can cut round there and here. Right, so that's not very straight, so cut that off. That's better. And then this bit. I had blue on there and I didn't want the blue. There we are. I will round the edges as we go. There we are. Last piece. There we are, like so. And then I will round my edge, the little corner. And I'm only going to go with the 4mm corner on this one, just because it was that when I cut them out. And then that, I'm hoping, will fit just in there. Although it might be a bit big, so that's okay, we can cut that down, she says. Or it won't be too bad if it's stuck out. Or we can have it going that way. Right, so let's stick these in. Like so. If I want to see her little feet. That looks good. Like that. But I want to get some lace as well to add to it. So let me just get some lace. So I don't think I put it away. I think I kept it out, she says. Right, I've got some pearls, that's going to look nice. That one. Few different laces here we can use. So I've got this one, which is white, which you can then add these on top. No, don't like that. So maybe this one. Oh, I've got my favourite one, which is little hearts. I like that, although you can't really see that, which is a bit of a shame. So, what we will do instead is see if I've got any borders, because that sometimes will lift it up if you've got a border. There we go, that doesn't look too bad. So let's add that on. Take that off. There. I'll move that down, and then just add that there. I'm going to put it further down, because that way you've got more of a tuck spot there. So shall I put it onto some? Have I got? Yes. Let's put it onto some foam tape and see what that looks like. There we go. Because I've stuck it onto some some backing, it's a bit more sturdier. So I'll put it there. And then the Queen of Hearts, she can be just laid flat here. Now I will, before I stick her down, just give her a little dusting of the brown, just to dirty her up a little bit. Like so, and then we can add her in. Okay, put her there. Now I've made her flat, and then the tuck spot can be over the top here. And I've just done a little toe peeking out there. Keep that like so, and then that could go like that, so you could get something small. Right, so I'm just going to fold that up just for the minute, because you can have like little tiny tuck spot in there, so I may put something actually on that bit. And then this is how my crafting goes, because mine evolves as I'm doing things. I never seem to get, I might have an idea in my head about what I want to do, and then as I'm going through and I'm doing it, it just evolves, and then different things happen, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but more often than not it does. Then I might make something small just to put in there, and then you've got a little tiny tuck spot that comes out. But again, you can add lots more on there, but I think that looks, just having those small elements on the front there really does make it stand out a little bit more. Now, let's have a look. I could use my dies, and actually let's use the square one, because that will fit in there just nicely. And then we can add the craft. So this is the paper accessories one die set that I've got. That is a really handy one to have. I think I did a live on it a couple of weeks ago. So if you just cut this out. There we go. So that's that. Now we'll cut out the little pieces that go with it. So fold that over. Now as that's supposed to be, that is supposed to be a for a paper clip, but you can use it as a little booklet. So if you just wanted to write a small little message in there, you could. So let me just open that, fold that down. So that would go in like so. So let me just get the little one here. So this is the layer die, and I might go with the blue. I think that will look quite nice with the blue, quite standy outy. So scissors, and I'm just going to fold that over like so, and then cut it down, and then that will hopefully fit on the top. It will just fit there. This one will definitely. So let me do it this way. I was trying to save them flowers, but I couldn't. So let me grab these, and I'm going to have it as straight as I can because it is quite a directional paper. Sometimes it doesn't matter. Now I've only cut 2, but you could cut 4, so you could either cut these then out of your just normal white cardstock as well and have it as a little secret journaling spot, or leave it as is, but I will ink the edges. And I'll go all the way round. Ah, right, I'll show you in a moment what the big die is for, Gail. It is, it's for a hidden paper clip, but in a minute I'll show you. Give me a second and we'll do one of those. But yeah, all of the other dies in there are for paper clips. So you can add, you can add them to a little paper clip. Now I did have, but they've disappeared. I did have some paper clips here. I think the ones I've got are 45mm and they fit these perfect. I'm just trying to look, see if I can see them up there. I'll get them and show you in just a second. Right. So then that can fit in there, but we can add some little cutouts to that as well. So we've got these tiny little flowers that we've cut out. Or you could add a paper clip. I've got some actually little tiny paper clips here. These ones have got hearts on. Had these for a while. They're really cute. These ones are. So they've got a little tiny heart on. So you can add that maybe at the top. Maybe turn it that way. Like so. So that could go in like that. Cut these little flowers out. But you can just go on and on and on and on. And I think that's what I like about album making, is because it's never finished. You can always add more to it. And they are really good. I love them. So there's a little tiny flower. And we'll cut these ones out. And you can add glossy accents, or you can add stickles or anything like that, glitter glue to the insides of these to give them a bit more oomph. So that can go, so you've got some flowers like that, so they can fit on here. I'm going to have them like that going in. So add a bit of distress glue, and then I have also got some really tiny little pearls, but I'm not going to put them on there. Glue. Oh no! I might have to have a go at that. I've just taken up crochet. Well, been crocheting since my mum passed away in October. So she was a crocheter. She did all that crocheting, knitting. Crocheting she liked the best, and she'd always tried to teach me and never could. And when she was very poorly and she was bedbound, I was determined for her to teach me how to crochet, and yeah, she managed to do it. So, and I stuck with it, and she taught me in about a month. So I'm not brilliant. I can't say that I'm fantastic, but yeah, I can crochet a little bit. So again, you can add some small little words. Now, I did have some here. I know I did because I got them out. Not in that one. And here. Hold on. Hold your horses. Here we go. I've got one here. So I've got some nice ones. So I've got, oh, that's a good idea to do that one. Trust your crazy ideas. These are just really, really tiny stickers. Follow your heart. Let's do that one. So this says follow your heart. So just to make these tie in, I'm just going to add my distress around it, and then I'm going to cut it down like so. Just add that there, and we just put that on there. Follow. This is where I need some tweezers. Follow your heart. There we go. And again, you can add lots of different things on there, but then that can just go in your little... I like doing mini things. There we go. That can go in there. Like so. Bring it down. What I would put in this album, you could put whatever you liked in here. So the sizing that you could use would be your 4x3 ones, or you would definitely get a 4x3 on the tags, Dina, definitely on there. And you on here you would probably get maybe the smaller ones, the 2.5 by 3.5 ones on here, like your Instagram photos on there, and again on the back. So there would just be tiny ones, but it's just, or you could have like recipes on here as well. If you wanted to do it as a recipe folder, you could. I'm trying to think what else. Or just one like with, if you wanted ideas, you could just do things like that. So you could add, if you wanted layout ideas, you could have each of your tags could be a layout on here. So that would be a good thing. But you could make this any size you wanted. You didn't need to make it a mini one. You could make it, maybe make it your sleeves, because I've just sized them to so yeah, no special theme, whatever you wanted really. But if you wanted to make, because I've sized these on a toilet roll, then so that's why they're a certain size. But if you wanted to make them bigger, you could do. There'd be no yeah, all your scraps. You just use all your scraps up is what I'm using. I'm just using all my scraps that I've got of my Graphic 45, and just because I've got, if you've got like ones that you've maybe got like 5 or 6 of your scrap papers left, like full one, this is an ideal one to use it for. Oh, I mean with this paper, you could do baby, or you could do somebody that loves Alice in Wonderland. It could be one for them as well. You could do, yeah, could be for whoever you wanted it to be for, really. It can be, I just love it. I would love to get a book that was made of Alice in Wonderland, or especially this one. But yeah, you could make it as a baby album, if you wanted. And I've just noticed there that keeps coming up. Now, it may be that I've just added not enough glue in there. Let's push that down. There we go. It's just coming up a little bit. There we go. That's it. There. Right. I think because the craft card is that little bit more porous, it sucks up all the glue. So there we are. I'll leave that open for a little bit so that gives that time to set. Right, so for the hidden paper clip, I'll just grab a paper clip so I can show you. So these are the jumbo ones. So these are your 45mm paper clips. So they're these ones. You can get them in most stationery shops. You're welcome. So you can get these in most stationery shops. Right. So this one here is for the hidden paper clip. So I'm going to cut this out of our craft. Like so. I'm going to cut it out of my darker side. I prefer the dark side to the light. No Star Wars references here. This out. Now you will notice that there are some score lines. You may not notice them on here, but they are there. So they're quite faint, but I've done them like that because if you wanted to, say, cut this out of vellum or something like that, the score lines aren't going to cut through the vellum. So they are quite a shallow score, but it just means that you just need to then use your bone folder just to give that an extra crease down, like so. So what I'm doing is just creasing these down. Okay, carry on going round, and this last one. Now it takes me a little while just to gather how they are done, like so. Okay, there we are. So just give me a second. I just need, I think because, there we go. I do them all the time and then I think, right, that's how it goes. And then I forget. There we go, I've got it now. It goes up. Okay. Right, so when you've got this opened, so you've done it and you've done all the score lines. So you've got the small glue tab one at the bottom, okay, and you've folded that one over. So you're going to go valley fold, mountain fold, valley fold, mountain, valley fold. That's it, like so. So that it looks a little bit like that when you score it down. Now the long piece of your paper clip is going to go towards the bottom of your glue tab, and it's going to go roughly in the middle like so. Okay, and then you're going to fold that up, fold it up the back, and then just fold that over, and then this is going to all stick down. So you need to just decide on how you want this bit here to be. So you can have it where you've got the glue tab on the outside, so it looks a little bit like a matchbox, or you can have it on the inside. I prefer them on the inside, but again, it's up to you. So I'm just gonna get this more in the middle. Okay, like so. And then I'm gonna add glue. Now you can add glue or your double-sided tape, however you want to stick it down, but you need to add quite a bit of glue because it does need to stick. So I tend to glue all the way over. So I'm going to fold that up. Okay, and then just stick that bit down. So all I've done so far is stick the smaller side of your paper clip down. Now, it may not stick, but it has. There we are. Okay, then we need to just make sure that your paper clip is touching the top of that scored line there. Yes, definitely. You could even add more pictures, Jan, and welcome, and lovely to have you here as well. Yes, you could add more pages as well if you wanted to. You could make, because this is so small, you could maybe add another 2 or 3 flaps as well. Just need to just make that, you know, your spine just that little bit bigger. So I'm just going to add this bit on here, just so we can stick it down, and then we can stick it all down. That's going on the inside. So because this is going on the inside, I'm going to put some glue on the inside of that glue tab, and loads on the bottom of that flap that's going to come down. That's going to come down and fit over the top of that, and then just burnish that down in place. You will find that it will start to stick. I'm just going to burnish that all the way around, and then that is your paper clip. So your paper clip is hidden in here. Okay, and then you can, that then goes over the top of your tag or something like that. So you've got a small side or you've got a long side. Okay, now I didn't add the matte and layer to this because I thought we can all cut a square or a rectangle or something like that. So I didn't add those in the kit, but if you add this, this is a square. So if you wanted to mat that, it would be 1 7/8 by 1 7/8 all the way round. So if I got just, we'll use the blue. So let's go with, I haven't got a very straight edge on this edge, so let me just straighten that up. Take off that header. And then we can go 1 7/8 by 1 7/8, and then that will go over like so. But I may just cut that down just a tiny bit more. There we go. That's better. That gives me more of a gap either side. So So I'm going to ink, because I've inked everything else, I'll ink this. Now, what I like to do with these is decorate them. So what I've done with the little tiny booklet here, I like to do with my paper clips as well. I think it just adds something to your book. I mean, you could do this as a junk journal, because if you're going to use toilet rolls, then you could, you know, use all sorts of things then to make these up, to hide all the things that you use in your junk journals. Yes, or a brag book even, yes. You didn't even need to, because I've used chipboard, or like a darker grey, a thinner grey board on my covers. You could use and make it really recyclable and upcycled. You could use cereal boxes even stuck together, and made your covers out of it that way. Would look really good. And who will know that they are cereal boxes even. So we're going to add that on there. Make sure I've got that the right way. So that's one side. And the other side is just slightly smaller, but we've got the added little bonus bit of this here. So that's one. And I'm going to do this bit at the top. And this is 1 7/8 by 1 3/8. I'm going to do it out of this colour, and that fits on there perfectly. So just slightly. There we go. Tiny bit more. Go away. There we go. Do you know what? It's come over all dark here. It's been overcast all day, but now it looks like it's middle of winter. It's really dark. Okay, so just add that on there, and then just add the bottom bit. And then what I might do is the flower, if I can cut some more flowers out, we can just add them on like so. You can even add things like these on there as well, or if you've got smaller stickers. So I'm going to keep that safe because I'm going to use that. I just want to do this bit, and I'm going to cut that at 1 1/2. So that way. Right. I'll do it there. And I'm going to cut that one at 3/4. I think it's going to be too big, but I don't mind if it goes in like so. So let's add I like this colour ink actually. It's a Spectrum Noir one. It's a Harmony one. It's really nice. It's a really vintagey colour as well. Let's just add that in there. Like so. So then you've got then a paper clip, so then you can, it's like your hidden one, so you could even put it over your pages if you wanted to, like so. But I quite like the idea of it being on my tag there, and you could use that as a tag pull then, because that then sits in. I quite like that actually. So you could have it with the long side out if you didn't want to have that showing. You could have it like there and like that, or you could just have it here, so you could stick it on like so, and then you could have that as a tuck spot in there. I've done that before. A bit big to fit there, but you could have it there, or you could have it on the back like so there, and have that more as your tuck spot. So lots of things you can do with those. So while I've got that, we might as well decorate it. So I've only got that one, but I can add, I did have some here that I can cut out. Let's have a look. I thought I had one that wasn't cut up. I could use that one. I'll just redo that. We've all got different metal dies at home, so you could use some, cut out some flower dies and just add little tiny flower dies to this. I mean, if you've got a small flower die, I've got some really titchy ones that would look lovely on this, but it's finding them. I'll get them for next time. Now, I know these are going to be a little bit smaller leaves, but I've just shaped them where it was cut off, so it was, I had a straight edge. I've just shaped that leaf a little bit. Excuse me. So there's another one. So that can go underneath. You can have it like that, and then that one can go just there. And I use some of my lace. I love this lace. I really do. It's just so delicate. So I'm just going to add that there. I've also got some pearls which would look nice if you wanted to put pearls. Right, so this one is a Spectrum Noir one. It's the Harmony one. There we go. So it's like a distress ink, but this one's called Friar Brown. So for blending and distressing, it's a really, really nice vintage colour. It's probably near like Vintage Photo, that type of colour, I would think. But it's just really a nice colour. Now this is Fabri-Tac glue. I always use this glue for gluing down my ribbon because it does stick pretty quick. And I like it because it doesn't give you, if you stick it down with normal glue, I always find that it looks like it's been stuck down. Now also in that die set there are some tiny little tags that have got embossed words on as well, so they would look really good as well. So you've got one of his memories. Let's use that one. I should do one with all Alice sayings on, shouldn't I really? That'd be quite good. So I'm going to cut this out of craft and then you can see what it looks like. Now I've got a little bit of lightning here that's just happening, and thunder, so I do apologise if I go offline, just in case. Right, so let me just add some distress around here. Now this one says memories. Now it's just not grabbed. I needed to put another shim in my die cutting machine just to get that little hole in there. There we go. Just push that through like so. And then what you can do is just add, if you didn't want that hole in there, just add a flat back pearl on there. Then that can go. And that, I don't know if you saw that. There we go. Hoping that says, you can see it just says memories. It's just really, really a nice little die. So we add those. You can add that like so. And then that goes underneath. And then that can go there. But I think I may just add two like so and have that coming just down. So we add, because that's now come off, so add that on there. Can go there. Now the rain starts. It's really raining here. There we go. So add this on. It goes there. And then that's going to go. I have that going that side. Like that. Now you can add, as I said, some glossy accents to these. I won't do that now, but you can add glossy accents and things like that. But then that then can be either put, as I say, as a little tuck spot on there, or you can add it on a tuck spot here. I've done that where you've added them as a little tuck spot. I did that one go. Did I cut that out? Yeah. Let me cut this bit up and show you just quickly. Okay, and now cut that off. But so you had that like so, and then you've got a tuck spot there. So you could put like a little photograph or something in there, like so. But I'm actually going to have it so it comes off my tag like that, and then goes over there. Like that. And then when you pull that off, that is then can be pulled off like so, or left on. That is going to go over the top of that. So you can also decorate the back, but I'm not going to do that on this one. Right, you can decorate the back. So I've gone over the top like so, and then that's going to fit in there, and you've still got loads of space in there to decorate. You probably couldn't put too much on these in the way of dimension because of how small a space you've got in there, but you could put something in there. As I say, you have got quite a bit of space in there to put your photos. You can see if I squish that down like so. So I'm going to leave it there for this album. I've really enjoyed it, so I'm probably going to go away and I will just maybe decorate the front, so just add some more embellishments on there like so. Find a smaller one maybe, maybe something like that would be nice, where it says tea party. You could have that down here. Maybe I would back that onto something and then lift it up, because it it kind of like gets lost in this pattern paper. So I'd probably back that on something a bit bigger. Try, what's this one? This one is Time for Tea. I think that's probably about the same. So I would probably, as I say, back that onto something more. Or you could have something like that, but just have it on one side, which is actually quite a good idea. And then it looks like it's going to open. So if I open that out, and that, I would have it on this side, I think, because then that would open that way. So let's do that. Let's put that on. There we go. There we go. And push that down. And then that will just pop open and then open up that way. So thank you everybody for joining me today. I really hope you've enjoyed that album. I've really enjoyed making it actually. It's a lovely little album. As I say, I'm going to finish off and do a bit more embellishments on there. If you like lots of embellishment videos, then please let me know. I love the embellishment, but I don't know if it's too boring to watch. So but if you do, please let me know, and I can do more videos on different embellishments that we can use and stuff like that, and how we decorate our albums. So enjoy the rest of your Sunday, and I will see you again next Sunday with something completely different. So enjoy your rest of the weekend, and I'll see you on Sunday. Bye everybody. Bye.